go. Morning.
Morning, Judge.
Whitmore.
How are you?
Doing well. Miss Parham.
How are you this morning?
Doing good. Good seeing you guys. I think we're waiting on audio from the jail, and I know, Robin, you can hear me?
I can, yes, sir.
And Sheila's microphone's still in question, but she says she's up there. And
I think it works.
oh, hey, you got it going. That's good. Good for Danny. All right. Well, I'll explain to you guys what's going to be going on. It's been crazy since we moved here. I think I saw Mr. Whitmore yesterday, and we talked a little bit about it. The move has been interesting. I got a new computer. We thought we had everything set up on the first Zoom, and we tested the microphone and everything, and the microphone didn't work. So it took us for a while on the first Zoom. And the other problem I'm having is, since we moved to the new building, is for some reason in this room, if I'm not moving a lot, the lights go out. So we might be in the dark. Well, you'll see me go in the dark a little bit, and you'll see me flailing my arms. It's not because I'm excited. It's just trying to get the lights back on. So, but we're working on that. We got maintenance working on that. So we're looking good. And okay.
Motion sensors.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what's crazy is everybody else has a button you can turn it off, but my room doesn't have that button. So I don't know. Maybe they got to rewire it. And I see Chad, you're here. And, Mr. Garcia is here. Correct, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Garcia?
Good morning.
All right. I guess we have everybody. All right. So let's see what time it is. We're right at 10 o'clock, so we can go ahead and proceed.
Yes.
All right. Is everybody ready?
Yes, Judge. I will tell you in advance that I keep my audio off, because if my phones start ringing, it would drive y'all nuts.
That's fine.
So I open it when I need to speak.
That'll work. Robin, are you ready?
I am, yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, we got to get some housekeeping matters out of the way. This hearing is conducted on the Zoom teleconference application due to COVID-19, and also being broadcast live on the 506 YouTube channel. We're still working on the name switching. I have to get my own channel. So right now it comes up Albert McKeag, but we're working on that. So just bear with us. Okay, I'm going to call this case. This is case number 20-12-17520. This is the state of Texas versus Bradley Ray Garcia. Mr. Garcia, we talked a little bit a minute ago, but you do speak English. You understand everything that's being said?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, great. Okay, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth in this case?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, thank you. Okay. And for the record, Mr. Whitmore, would you state your name?
Sean Whitmore for the state, Your Honor.
Okay, and Ms. Parham, would you state your name for the record?
R.J. Parham for the defendant, Judge.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Parham, is your client competent to proceed in this matter?
Yes, Judge, I do believe he is competent to proceed in this matter.
All good? No issues?
All good, no issues.
Well, the court finds, based on counsel's statement and based on my own observation of Mr. Garcia, that the defendant is competent to stand to be at this hearing. Okay, Mr. Garcia, do you recognize this document? It's entitled Agreed Written Consent to Use Closed Circuit Video Teleconferencing.
Yes, sir, I do.
Is that your signature on it?
Yes, sir.
And you're agreeing to have this proceeding handled by video. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. All right. Mr. Garcia, in this matter, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This charge is a state jail felony. The possible punishment range for a state jail felony is at least 6 months and no more than 2 years and in a state jail facility, and a fine up to $2,000. Do you understand that that is the possible range of punishment?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you also understand that you have an absolute right to a trial by jury under the Constitution of the United States and the state of Texas? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The right to remain silent or right to against self-incrimination, and the right to confront and cross-examine your accusers. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you also understand that by entering a plea of guilty today, you're waiving these constitutional rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Parham, do you believe your client understands the admonishments, recognizes he has certain rights, and appreciates the consequences of giving up these rights and entering in a plea in this case?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. It's my understanding that this case is not on an indictment, it's on a felony information. Is that correct, Mr. Whitmore?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Garcia, so do you understand that you have the right to a grand jury in this county, review the matters, and do you wish to give up that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm showing you what's entitled Order of Deferred Adjudication. Do you remember seeing this document?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. And as part of the agreement, it says that you indictment waived. Do you remember that when you read this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And as you said, you do agree to waive the indictment. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Ms. Parham, have you explained everything in the documents presented to the court today with your client? And do you believe your client understands the documents presented here today?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. Mr. Garcia, how do you plead to the allegations contained in this cause and in which you were charged with the committing of the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Whitmore, is there a plea bargain in this case? And
Yes,
what are the
Your Honor.
terms?
The state's agreed to recommend 3 years deferred adjudication, $500 fine to be probated. Court costs will be waived due to the defendant's indigence, along with the court-appointed attorney fee. The defendant's to be ordered to attend and successfully complete the Adult Teen Challenge Program, do 60 hours of community service restitution to begin 30 days after he's completed the Adult Teen Challenge Program, complete the Drug Offender Education Program. The state's agreed to refuse another drug charge pending against Mr. Garcia from offense date November 5th, 2020. He's to do random urinalysis, drug alcohol evaluation, and follow treatment, $50 Crime Stopper fee, $100 pre-sentence investigation fee, all drug and standard conditions of probation, and a $34 DNA sample fee.
Is that your understanding, Mrs. Parham?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The court will follow the plea bargain agreement. Mr. Whitmore, do you have any offers?
Your Honor, state offer states if it's 1, 2, and 3.
Any objection,
No.
Ms. Parham? Okay.
No objection, Judge.
All right, good. Mr. Garcia, have you gone over the deferred adjudication admonishment terms with Ms. Parham?
Yes, sir, I have.
And do you understand that if you violate conditions of deferred adjudication, I can proceed to find you guilty of the offense and proceed to sentence you within the full range of punishment for the offense which you have have been charged with. You
Yes,
understand
sir.
that? And you have a waiver in here. Let me get to it. Okay. There's a document entitled Waivers of Constitutional Rights, Stipulations, Judicial Confessions, and Agreement. Do you remember reading that document with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is this your signature on that document?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understand the terms of this document and you have freely and voluntarily signed this document. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I approve the stipulation of this document. Also, there's another waiver I want to go over with you, Mr. Garcia. Trial court certification of defendant's right to appeal. Do you remember that document?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature on that document?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. And you have freely and voluntarily signed this waiver of appeal. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that if I accept the recommendation of this plea, you will have no right to appeal. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Mr. Garcia, I find that there is sufficient evidence to substantiate a finding of guilt in this case. However, I will not enter a finding of guilt at this time. Instead, I will defer further proceedings and place you on community supervision. And I'm going to read you the terms. 3 years deferred adjudication, indictment waived, $500 fine probated, court costs waived, $400 court appointed attorney fee waived, attend and successfully complete the adult and teen challenge program, 60 hours community service restitution to begin 30 days after completion of the adult and teen challenge program, drug offender education program, state to refuse possession control substance, program 1 less than 1 gram, offense date November 5th, 2020, random urinalysis, drug alcohol evaluation treatment, $50 Crime Stoppers fee, $100 pre-sentencing investigation fee, drug and standard conditions of probation, and $35 DNA sample fee. Is that your understanding?
I believe that's $34,
What did I say? I'm sorry.
35.
Okay, $34. Is that your understanding, Mrs. Farm?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Whitmore, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Garcia, you understand that those are the terms?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, that's all I have. Does anybody have anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Whitmore, thank you, sir.
Hold on, Mr. Cryer, what do you have?
I have a quick question, Judge. Is he going to be released from custody into his family care until he gets transported to Teen Challenge?
Mr. Whitmore?
Judge, I have no problem unless what I told probation yesterday, because I don't know the answer, and maybe Ms. Parham does, is if they require a detox amount of time before they go into adult teen challenge, then it'd probably be best if he was transported straight from the jail. But if there is no required detox before he attends, then I don't see a problem with him going home to his family until adult teen challenge program's ready for him.
Okay, any objection to that, Ms. Parham?
Judge, my understanding is the family has been in touch with Teen Challenge and they are ready to accept him, but I do not know that it is a situation that he needs to be transported straight from one to the other. I don't know that they're that ready to accept him. So the family has asked me, and I anticipated on probation him being released today, and then they would make arrangements to get him to Teen Challenge in Brenham.
Mr. Cryer, you have your hand up?
Yes, I'm sorry, Judge. I just want to make sure. There's a little bit of paperwork that transition that he would have to do. Like he has to do a blood test before he has to go. And I do got that information in our office to get it set up for him to be admitted.
Okay.
So preferably if he could come home, but it's up to the court, I guess.
Okay. Well, man, you're kind of muffled. So my understanding is, and maybe Robin wants you to repeat what you said because I got some of it, but you want some type of, there's a requirement of a blood test. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's something that who's going to take the blood test? Who would be responsible for that?
There's a private lab that he would go to, and I got the information that Teen Challenge is requesting for him to go to.
Okay.
Sounds like the best thing would be to release him, Judge.
Okay, then that's what we'll do. And Mr. Garcia, this is a pretty good opportunity. You know, you could have been, you know, you got deferred. So
Yes, sir.
take advantage of this opportunity. You know, don't come back here because, you know, it's not going to be good if you do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
to you, sir.
Thank all of you.
Okay. Is that it for everybody?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
believe
Whitmore.
that's it. And the probation department can get him the information where he's supposed to go for the blood sample.
Chad has, I'm sorry, Mr. Cryer has his hand up. What did you want to say?
I was just gonna check if, I was gonna check if we could just let Mr. Garcia, if he could come over to our office tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock though, and I'll do his intake and I'll get all the admission stuff set up for him.
That's the plan, sir. Yes, sir.
Make
I
sure you're
spoke to my
there.
mother already, and at 9 a.m. tomorrow, I should be at your office.
Works for me.
Cool.
Okay, we're all good. Did that answer your question, Ms. Parham? He was just talking about being there.
I believe it did, Judge.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good
Thank you,
day.
Judge.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Judge.
Thank you.